No! Let's get the fuck out of
You
here!
started a Yin Yang War, and you will fight alone with no weapons! Chris Hansen uses a special ability to sit down where he summons every single child predator to
Then
fight
I
for him.
smile. My psycho smile.
Yeah, because you're super
Well,
good with 30
called-
plus black
called
holes.
a you.
Capone, bro!
A dragon with the power to control the seasons!
I'm Chris's public fucking defender right now, dude. I guess, bro. Chris.
Jesus Christ, death by Empreg.
Okay. Okay. This is the we are reading the second part of Christian Humber Reloaded.
What did you do to my family? Why am I back?
Now listen. This is important. If we don't do this, the stability of the multiverse will fracture into a million pieces, okay?
Yeah, but not a... Fuck, okay, fine. Alright, part 2.
Who should read first?
Who ended last time?
I don't know. Let me check.
I don't know, it's been about a week since the last recording.
Yeah, it has been. I read last time.
So I guess I'm up.
Yep.
Do I read it? Do you want me to just read this one as written?
Yeah, read it as written to your own detriment.
Okay, I do have one question. It is about formatting.
Yeah.
Am I reading to Race Against Time or Nowadays?
Nowadays?
Yeah, it's not formatted right. It's at the end of the third paragraph, but it's like looks like a title.
Oh my god, you're right. Yeah, okay, I'll read Nowadays.
Okay.
Okay.
The encounter, spelled with an I instead of an E. When I was coming home, from school for the summer, I saw a strange creature. I said, "What the hell are you?" It said, "Help me! I'm hurt badly and I need medical attention now!" So I helped it and repeated, "What the heck are you?" And it said, "A dragon with the power to control the seasons." I almost said the F word, but I stopped myself. "I need a place to live in," said the dragon. "A big place." The dragon is extremely large, so I asked, "Can you fly?" And the dragon responded, "Yes, I can, but my wings are damaged so badly, so I can't without an apostrophe." When I saw his wings, they were trashed, and I wrapped his wings with as many bandages as I could get. After I finished wrapping his wings, his stomach growled. I guess he was hungry, and I had to steal about 5,000 pounds of food, which is tough to get. But I got it. Now that the dragon is full, I hacked a satellite and found a cave in the Rocky Mountains. I took a plane to Colorado and took a car to the location. Of course, I had a laptop with a wireless card and a digital camera. I sent pictures of the cave, then I measured it, took notes, then went home and measured the dragon. He is 60,000 feet long and 9,000 feet wide. The cave is 200,000 feet high and 20,000 feet wide. He was delighted to have a home. As a reward, he taught me the instant transmission. I, of course, went with him to the cave. Somehow, someone followed me and saw the dragon. I detected the spy and deleted what the spy saw and transported her home. The dragon is safe now, but I hope no one finds him because the world will probably put him in a cage, which I will have to break him out of and find a new home for him. Or I could just cloak the cave from radar, sonar, and satellite.
So you picked such a good voice for... Okay, this dragon's name, I'll spoil his name. His name is Seasonbringer.
Wow, totally original.
And wait, is there a dragon named Seasonbringer from somewhere?
No, but just like I'm the dragon in control of the season.
Oh, you're right, he does say that. Yeah, so that's the best voice I could have possibly imagined him. And a part of me wants to ask if you could keep track, and every time Season Bringer talks, you do the voice for Season Bringer.
I got you.
Please,
I
because
got you.
I can't do. Well, I don't know. No, you just do it too good.
The slick bringer.
Okay.
Yeah, dude, this guy hates the fucking Oxford comma.
Bitch, I'd rather die!
Bitch, I'd rather die!
There's one last thing I need to check.
What?
So this cave that he found
Yeah?
in the top of the Rocky Mountains. How tall do you think it is in miles?
I don't know. Like maybe 17?
Almost 38.
How tall is Mount Everest?
And this is the height of the cave he has discovered.
Hold on. I'm gonna look up how tall is Everest in miles.
I was gonna check K2.
5 miles. 5.5 miles tall.
There is no fucking cave. They just put him on the top of the Rockies.
Also, how could a satellite not fucking find that? How could no one find?
You don't get it, do you? He used his powers to cloak it. He also got 5,000 pounds of food.
Okay, listen. Let's not forget that he's like the hunter killer. Okay, so he's a pretty good hunter already. He's also a killer. So I think it's pretty reasonable.
Also got that bear trap proof leg. So if anyone like put like food in the middle of a honey pot in the middle of a bear trap.
Chapter 2. Now a day. I now visit my dragon often by using the instant transmission technique he taught me. He's certainly getting bigger the last time I measured him. He was 60,000 feet long and 9,000 feet wide. But now he's at least 120,000 feet long and 18,000. What fucking ruler does this guy have? Feet wide.
It's guessing a really long measuring tape.
Where the fuck did he find this shit? He had too much to eat because of his moaning. After I give him an anti-acid reflex tablet, then he was fine. Then I weighed him. I said, "Holy shit!" Because he weighs. Gee, that's a lot of zeros. Yeah. I guess that's 900 quadrillion. Because he weighs 900 quadrillion tons. That amazing weight made me say the S word. He is the heaviest creature on the planet since the dinosaurs walked the planet. I checked the chamber where he puts the bones of his meal, and again I said, "Holy shit!" Because
It always made me say the S word. Holy shit!
like the next sentence. Because the chamber was full of bones. Some were still wet with blood. Then I checked the entrance to his home. The entrance was a tight fit for him when he wants to go hunt or swim. I watched him walk around, and each step it's like thunder, and his belly makes a sloshing sound like he was full of water, and his belly is also very soft, and I guess he was getting overweight. I presume his wings fully healed, and I told him to fly around, and he did with some trouble.
Okay, so Sander, a very cursory Google search.
Yeah?
Puts the entire weight of air surrounding our planet at 5.5 quadrillion tons.
This guy would fucking, collapse the Earth!
Which, possibly more.
You'd fucking cause a black hole, dude! Hold on.
Also,
how much weight does it take to make a black hole? 7. That's 7 digits. Oh my god. He's a couple hundred black holes.
what a guy.
And he might be the heaviest creature on the planet, but some of those dinosaurs back in the day, goddamn.
Okay, I also do want to just point out my favorite bits of writing from this.
What?
Then I weighed him. I said, "Holy shit," because he weighed 900 quadrillion tons. That's an amazing weight. Made me almost say the S word. And then the next sentence, puts the bones of his meal, and again I said, holy shit. Like,
Son.
son.
Okay, the race again. It's your go. It's your go.
The race against time. Chapter 3. I told him to exercise, but he told me it was the food. Then he clenched his enormous belly like he was in massive pain. I tried to see what was wrong with him, but he told me it was nothing. When I came back the next day, I brought a sonic probe and hooked it up to my laptop and scanned his belly. And to my surprise, I said, "It! You're pregnant with about 6,000 eggs." He said, "Oh, so that's what's hurting me so bad." I asked him how he became pregnant, and he said, "I don't know. I got this large fucking thing, but I hate it." I was shocked to actually hear him say the F word for the first time. Then he cried out in pain, and I saw why, because his belly grew about 60 feet bigger, and I checked again, and there were 3,000 more eggs. Jesus Christ. Dude, what the fuck? Okay, let's finish the paragraph.
Chris,
I knew if he had any more eggs, he would die because of the pressure of the eggs would crush his internal organs. I had to do something fast in order to save him. I used my instant transmission technique and got a surgical team and their part of operation at first. They didn't believe me until I showed them the eggs which were killing him. Jesus Christ, death by Mpreg.
The story's pretty progressive.
When was this written?
It couldn't be later than 2007.
Well, you know, I mean, porn is usually far. I cut this bit. No.
No, I meant progressive in the fact that it's a pregnant man. I don't want to believe this is fetish stuff. Chris!
Okay, you just want to get on with this?
Go ahead. I think he just. I'm hoping he just likes numbers. He likes big numbers.
Big numbers.
And he likes a cool dragon. That's it.
Whatever. I told them he is very important to the planet, because if he dies, the planet will be thrown into complete chaos. Yeah, because you're supernovaing 30 plus black holes. So they started the surgery, but he didn't want to get knocked out. But I told him not to worry, they are here to help you, but he didn't believe that. Then he had the same sharp pain, and his belly grew another 60 feet. He saw it, and finally agreed, and allowed them to knock him out. But the light was extremely poor, so I took them in my dragon to a hospital.
He wanted to be safe. So why did you tell where the fucking doctor is?
And I waited in the waiting room, pacing around looking at the clock. What size hospital is this?
Cincinnati Hospital.
This is like 1960s Batman, where they just get like the oversized warehouses for whatever they need. After about 19 hours of waiting, the nurse told me he will be fine. I was so glad, and I asked her how long he will need in the recovery room for, and she said, about 3 years. And I said in surprise, 3 years? Shit! I can't wait that long. By then he would be discovered and put into a cage, and I won't let them do that to him. Then another nurse came and said, it fully healed in just an hour. Then I said quietly, so no one could hear me, good boy. To my surprise, he was walking around, probably getting rid of the knockout gas when he spotted me and said, "Oh, let's get the fuck out of here." I sighed and said, "Let's go home." Then a ringmaster saw me and my dragon, pulled out a shotgun and pointed it at me and said, "Now hand over the dragon or I'll shoot." And I said, "Kiss my ass, you fucking asshole." The ringmaster was surprised that I said, the F word and called him an asshole. And the ringmaster pulled the trigger, but the shot hit the wall because I was too fast for a bullet. And I got behind him and pulled out my shotgun and pointed it at his head at the point blank range and said, "Leave my dragon alone, okay?" The ringmater said, "Never! Never!" I sighed again and said, "So be it," and pulled the trigger. The ringmaster's head was vaporized, and I put my shotgun away and used instant transmission to teleport out of there. My dragon was safe again, and I had to tell the police I had a reason to kill the ringmaster. Then the police told me they were after the ringmaster for 19 years, and they told me he had an illegal circus, which had mythical creatures who were treated with cruelty. Wow.
Okay, so I will say, I don't think that was a fetish thing. I'm hoping, because this doesn't ever come up again. I think he just saw the big numbers. I'm Chris's public fucking defender right now, dude.
No, go ahead.
This never gets brought up again.
Thank fucking God.
I believe he's an innocent man, and that.
Sorry. You there, bud?
I have too much hope in this world for it to be a fetish thing. The effort to purify the rogue dragons. I got a reward of $60 bajillion. I was amazed that I became a hero and the news crew was there too, but out of the corner of my eye I saw some orphans. No! Watching through the window when I walked over to them. They were scared until I gave them about
Dude, dropping the bucket for this guy.
he got like $60 bajillion and
Doesn't need 1,000.
the kids saw him get the check and he walks up to him and goes, "I guess I'll spare 1,000. Like that's nothing.
Dude, they're orphans. They can't do math.
And told them to go find a home where you'll never be harmed again because I'll be there to protect you. They did. The parents there were alcoholics and were treating them cruelly. So I went with them and found all. Wait! Hold on, okay, listen.
They could be foster parents. They could be foster.
Foster parents, yeah, that makes sense. Okay. And found all the alcohol and destroyed it and arrested the drunk bastards and took the orphans to see my dragon. They were scared at first, but then they played with him until the orphans were exhausted and I found a shelter for them. Then my dragon needed some calcium right when I was going to throw away all those bones. Went back for another handful of never mind. Full the bones were gone and I found him I found him patting his enormous belly and I didn't know he ate the bones. When I told to move aside, when I heard the rattle of the bones in his belly, I said, "You just ate the bones, didn't you?" And he said,
"No, I didn't."
He was lying to me, so I said, "Nice try, but you have to try harder than that to make me believe you." He said,
"Damn it."
I said very calmly, the bones you ate will give you calcium." He ate about
90 trillion.
90 bajillion tons of bones, and he got a little fatter, but at least he's not pregnant.
Okay, so Mr. Public Defender.
Well, okay, listen, because he probably read somewhere in a textbook that's like people that are pregnant, they need calcium after they give birth, and he wanted to like make it make sense for the anatomy of his dragon. This is his best dragon friend. He wants his dragon friend to seem real, you know? He wants this dragon friend in real life. It's not working. He's now forging 3 swords which allow me to weaken dragon clans. But when I fuse the 3 swords, it'll allow me to capture dragon clans. The 3 swords names are Unity, duty, and destiny. But when I fuse the 3 swords, I get the virtue sword, which allows me to capture dragon clans. He also made a device that will capture rogue dragons and bring them to the good side. Some of the rogue dragons are enormous and some are extremely fat and hungry. I then asked the rogue dragons why they rebelled against the humans, and it said, humans have used and abused us, so we ate them and we will destroy humanity and rule the planet. I asked, who did that to you? And they said, a gang...
Man, I sure hate my 1920s crime.
like mafia, like either like downtown prime 90s Compton, or like fucking the 20s fucking mafia, the are fucking up these dragons.
I think it's funny if it's like fucking Capone.
Al Capone.
Like, you ever wonder how I got this scar and they call me Scarface? It was the fucking dragon, kid.
Okay. Do you think it's a fusion of Compton and Al Capone?
I think it is, like, knowing this kid, right? Like, what we've read so far.
We got the ringmaster. We really got the ringmaster too. So I mean, yeah, Al Capone fits.
I think it's like some hyper fusion of like every modern known crime organization.
Like the Yakuza and like shit, and Al Capone and shit like that. Like, what the fuck?
Yeah, no, like it's like the fucking Legion of Doom of organized crime.
A gang did this to us, but now we will eat everyone on the planet and no one can stop us. I said, oh really? Then I pulled out the virtue sword and stuck a rogue dragon with lightning fast swipes of the sword, and to them it looked like I didn't move until one of the rogue dragons collapsed onto the floor.
My sin.
God. It is Al Capone. It's Al Capone. It's Al Capone.
Fucking my. Wait, is it Al Capone?
just read it. Just read it.
Okay. My dragon saw me move that fast before, and you could see me strike with falcon accuracy. The other rogue dragons were not afraid until I struck down one of their comrades. Then they lost their nerve, and they surrendered. I told them, don't do that again, or I will not hesitate to kill you, all right? And they said in a squeak, yes. I then said, where's this gang that made you rebel? And they said, oh, we don't know. I pulled out my sword again, and they said, in Chicago.
It's Al Capone, bro.
It's fucking Capone, man.
They don't say Al Capone, but I'm pretty sure it's Al Capone.
Dude, call him Al Dente. Then I said, where in Chicago is the gang? They said nothing, and I repeated, where in Chicago is the gang? And they said nothing, and I picked one up and slammed him into the wall and said, answer me. Answer me, damn you. The one I had pinned up against the wall ate me. Then I did something I would completely regret. I transformed into a quote-unquote Super Saiyan and burst out the dragon's belly, covered in blood. And when I turned back to look at the dragon, his belly was wide open. I felt awful about what I did. I told my dragon, I want to be alone for some time. Okay? My dragon understood perfectly that I needed to be alone for a while. That's his sin.
He just killed a dragon that tried to kill him first.
Killed a dragon who vored him. So, what were we talking about? Fetish shit?
Well, okay. To be fair, this is a common trope in like a lot of action media. Where like you ever seen fucking like what's the movie? The fucking Sharknado.
No, but I am aware of what you were talking about. But like, here's the thing. I think those get some leniency because it's just that. We are 3 chapters for 3.
God damn it, man! I guess, bro. Okay, I guess, bro. There's nothing. I guess, Chris.
Oh, have fun with this 3-paragraph nightmare.
Okay, I have good news. I'm pretty sure this is where they leave behind the dragon shit. Okay.
Thank. Sorry, what an opening sentence.
I went to China. The purifying of my heart. I went to China and told a wise priest what I did. He told me in order to purify my heart, I would have to go to hell and kill a dragon demon named La Hong Do, who is cursing China for 5,000 years. I asked where the gate to hell was, and he told me, I don't know. He told me, I do not know, but use your spirit to find the gate to the underworld. I thanked him, and I did use my spirit, and I found it. But before I entered, a servant stopped me and said, the priest wants me to give this to you for slaying the demon. It was a sword called Shing-Shingo. It was a...
This is culturally fucking offensive.
Okay. It was a sword called Shing-Shingo, which was used to slay the demon before. I found that the sword was supposed to put the demon to sleep for 1,000 years. I said, this won't help me at all. So I pulled the virtue sword and used my speed and accuracy to try to kill the bastard, but it didn't leave a scratch. Oh shit! I said. Then I remembered the servant told me that the Shing-Shingo is the only sword which would pierce the demon's tough skills. I muttered, let's try this. I then used the sword fusion on the virtue sword and the Shing-Shingo. I got the legendary demon killer. And with one slash, I killed the demon.
Yay.
I was covered in blood, but when I emerged from the underworld, all of China was there waiting for me. When I finally emerged, all of China cheered.
Sorry. It's like the scene from fucking Mulan. All of China will know you are here.
I know, it was in my head too, bro. When I finally emerged, all of China cheered, and the priest said, you have stopped the curse. You are a hero in the next 1,000 years. I said, I'd hate to burst your bubble, but I killed it. And the priest said, you did what? I killed it. The priest said,
What did he say?
you started a Yin Yang War, and you will fight alone with no weapons.
Dude.
What?
Dude. Don't do this shit.
When the priest took the sword I was holding, but right when he touched it, it electrocuted him. I was surprised that the Shing-Shingo became part of the virtue sword. After you did that yourself! After I used my new powerful sword against 100 demons, I killed them with one swipe. I then decided to call it Tetsuga, because he can kill 100 demons with one swipe. I returned home after 1 year passed. My dragon was happy that I returned home after a long time. I told him the whole story, and he said,
Oh, I'm sorry. I lost where we were.
okay,
He said, I'll help out in this war.
I said, no, thanks. I have a very powerful sword. Tetsuga, which can kill 100 demons in one swipe. Trademark. He didn't even believe me, but when I was going to show him, I got calls from all over the world except China. I smiled, my psycho smile. My dragon knew I was going to go to war. I started to leave the cave when my dragon blocked my path. I said, what the hell are you doing? I need to save the world. And my dragon said,
You are not going out there alone.
I said, alright, you can help, but if it gets sticky, get the fuck out of there. And he said,
Oh, I'll get reinforcements.
right before I could speak, a demon called Kekanu called me and said, in 10 days, come to the city at dusk so the war can begin. I said, there are too many people around. Let's fight at the wastelands, okay? Kekanu agreed with me. So I told my family I was to fight in a war. Your family?
It's a family. I thought the family was dead.
Maybe he's like found family.
His dragon.
His dragon. Well, his dragon said he's gonna get reinforcements, so maybe like mutual friends.
The dragon and the orphans he stole.
So I told my family I was to fight in a war that will decide the fate of the planet. That will start in 10 days at dusk. Okay, well, there it goes. My parents begged me not to go, but I told them I have to go because I started the war and I will be the one to end the war.
His parents are back.
I trained in a chamber called the hyperbolic time chamber with the Tetsuga to try to learn some techniques before I go to war. In the hyperbolic time chamber, a day is a year. I stayed in the hyperbolic time chamber for the 10 days, which means I trained for 10 years in there. By the way, the hyperbolic time chamber is from Dragon Ball. So is instant transmission. That's also from Dragon Ball.
I knew instant transmission was, but
Yep.
I did not know about. Okay. Are you ready for the Yin Yang War?
Yes, the Yin Yang War. I'm ready for the Yin Yang War.
The Yin Yang War begins. On the final day, I emerged stronger than before. Also, I obtained all the Super Saiyan stages. Of course, when I emerged, I was in Super Saiyan form. My dragon could sense my power level. He was scared out of his mind. He told me, "Oh, get back, or I'll kill you." I said, in slang, "You would hurt sing-song, brother." He could not believe his ears. Neither can I, and said, "Wait, is that you?" I said, "Of course, dummy. Who else would have called a you sing-song, brother?" That feels. I'm gonna check that. That feels offensive.
Sing song? What does sing song mean?
I
Hold on.
don't know. Yeah, what? Yeah, no, this is just off the dome, I guess.
Bro's just making that shit up.
Alright. I said, "Of course, dummy. Who else would have called you a sing-song, brother?" He said nothing, and I said, "Let's go open a can of whoop Sorry, that's not what it says. I said, let's go open a can of whop ass."
What? Wet ass pussy.
My dragon agreed. Now it is the time to fight. We went to the wastelands, and there stood Kekanu. He said, "Good. You have come to fight. Well, aren't we going to start?" I said, "Yeah, let's go." Before I knew it, he had an entire army of demons behind him. I said to myself, "It's time to use my new skills." I pulled Tetsuya from its scabbard and focused my power to its blade, and then I swiped. He laughed and said, "Ha ha ha! Is that the best you can do?" in a mocking voice. And I said, "No, this is what I can do, you ugly son of a..." It's bitch, but it's bleeped.
Of course.
They actually bleeped it this time.
Yeah, they locked in.
Then, waves of energy shot out the blade, killing half of the army. Kekanu got scared out of his wits. I told him, "Surrender, or I'll kill the rest of your fucking army." Kekanu sent the rest of his army at me, but right when I was ready to strike, he cast a paralyzing spell on me. I yelled, "You fucking piece of shit! I'll kill you for this!" He just laughed. Then, just out of the blue, smacked him and sent him flying off the cliff. I said, "What the?" When I looked where Kekanu stood, I saw a dragon standing in his place. I sensed that power before. I yelled, "Season Bringer! What happened to you? You look stronger." Season Bringer said, "Oh, well, of course I look stronger, because I did some training." I asked, "Where did you train?" He said, "The other world." I screamed, "You went to the other world without me knowing?" Seasonbringer said, "Chill down, Blade. We have a mission, don't we?" I said coolly, "Yeah, we do. but I don't want to get everyone on the planet to lend me their energy. I want you to get everyone on the planet to lend me their energy. Okay? The season bringer said, "All right, I will."
So that's also from Dragon Ball.
Wow.
Well,
Wow.
Goku's like, everyone on the planet, lend me your energy. And he like makes a giant fucking like bomb and throws at the main antagonist or some shit. But yeah. Up next we have Kekanu's defeat.
Spoilers.
When Kekanu recovered from the surprise attack, I told Season Bringer to go, and he did. I turned with rage to Kekanu. I said in a deep, scary voice, "Let's finish this!" Before he could strike with his claws, I powered up to Super Saiyan Stage 4. Kekano transformed to his demon form. We were evenly matched in power, then we started fighting. The blows could be felt across the planet. Season Bringer could sense the semicolon. Season Bringer could sense the fight going on. Season Bringer completed his mission. He told me he completed the mission. I delivered a devastating blow to the face, stunning him for a few seconds. I then called for the energy the planet gave me, the energy to go to the ultimate Super Saiyan stage, Stage 5! I then focused my energy that I would destroy Kekanu and his army, and that would end the war in just one blow. I did the wind scar technique and destroyed Kekanu and his army. I wasted a lot of energy performing the wind scar in Super Saiyan Stage 5. I lay exhausted. I was lucky to have Season Bringer bring me home. I slept for 3 weeks. Then when I finally woke up, there was a victory party waiting for me. I was surprised that Season Bringer planned the party for me. I said, "You planned the party for me, didn't you?" He just said, "Yes." I said, "Come
Whoa,
here."
whoa, hey, whoa!
It wasn't in quotes!
Whoa.
It wasn't in quotes! It wasn't in quotes!
Okay.
"Come here," in a playful voice, giving him a nudge. Then pain shot up my whole body. I screamed out in pain. Ah! I had to be taken to the hospital because I broke every bone and pulled all the tendons in my body during the fight. I had to spend a year in the hospital in order to recover fully. While in the hospital, I snuck out one in a while to go train, but I would get caught and strapped into bed. When I finally recovered, I had Season Bringer brought me to the other world, and we both trained there for a year. Then we decided to become one of the Earth's great guardians, but we couldn't because the guardians saw what we did, but they did let us become holy warriors. We were allowed to protect the planet from demons, aliens, space pirates, and mainly idiots. We got to train for as long as we want.
Oh, God.
Blade, who's at your party?
Yeah. Ain't no party like a Blade party.
Ain't no party like a Blade Vash party.
Well, I mean, he's got the, like, trillions of dollars.
I guess, bro. Okay. Oh God, hold on. This one. How long is this one? Okay.
It's long. I'm locking in.
Lock in. Lock in, song brother. Lock in. Anyone you read this with is what?
Sorry, I was taking a drink of water really quick. I fear I might need it.
Anyone you read this with is your like sing-song sibling.
My sing-song brother.
Hey, song sister.
The warning. Sometimes, if we were in a good mood, which we weren't in at all, we would let some aliens, though, like the Protoss, though, to make peace. If not, well, you get the idea. An enemy alien race called Zerg almost got through, but Seasonbringer and I destroyed their attack force and sent them home with their fucking tails between their legs. I then got a transmission from a different planet. I studied the map and traced it to the planet Char, the Zerg home world. I said, "God damn it, who the hell would send me a fucking transmission at this time?" When I answered it, a woman stood there. She said in a bug-like voice, "Hello, Blade. I said in a low, angered voice. Kiragon said, I bring bad news. I said, can't you see I'm busy right now? So leave me alone. But right when I was going to cut the transmission, Seasonbringer stopped me and said, let's hear what she has to say. I yelled in anger, do you know who she is? She's the queen of blades, and she almost made me her fucking slave.
Because his name's Blade? Is that why?
Seasonbringer said, chill, Blade. Kiragon, continue. I couldn't believe Seasonbringer would talk to that censored word. Kiragon continued. There is a new overmind growing on Char. I yelled, what? You can't be serious. The overmind was killed by the Dark Templar. She said, listen, go to Char and kill it. I said, how can I kill the fucking thing when I don't have any Dark Templar powers? She said, you don't. But you do. Sorry. You do, but you don't know how to use them yet. Go to Sakura and ask for the Dark Templar to help you. I said, how can I get to Sakura without a ship with slip space or cold sleep? She stared at me, and she pointed to some dog tags in a glass case behind me. I told her, so they're dog tags from the... Then I smiled, my psycho smile, because I had to steal an alien ship that the CIA had in Area 51. I asked the army, where is Area 51? They said, sorry, kid, but no is allowed in Area 51. I was ticketed at that and yelled, I have to stop an invasion from happening, and I can't get a starship to get to my destination. How do you explain that? The army knew what I was talking about, and blindfolded me and took me there. There were some scientists working on the ship. I examined the ship. I said, nice, it has blasters. I like that. The scientists were surprised at what I said. Of course, Seasonbringer came too. One of the scientists said, the ship is very small. Only 2 people can fly it. You need a co-pilot. Then I pointed in Seasonbringer's direction. He looked at Seasonbringer and he said, he a friend? I said, no. He's my co-pilot. The scientist said, what? He's your co-pilot? I said, yeah. So what more do you want? Then the scientist said, all right, he can be your co-pilot. Do you know how to fly that thing? I said, of course I know how to fly the goddamn thing. What'd you expect? I have piloted mechs, Gundams, huge robots, and many others. The scientists were surprised that I piloted all those things and said, well, I believe you can fly that thing. And I said, just give me the damn keys. Seasonbringer and I were off to learn about my Dark Templar powers. Right when we got there, it was hard to breathe on the planet. But we trained in the depths of a black hole for about a year. Oh my God. So we were ready. After a few minutes, we were breathing normally, and we set out. But when we found the Dark Templar camp, we had to get in without getting killed. I transformed to Super Saiyan Stage 2, and Seasonbringer transformed to his extremely strong form, and we walked up to one of their watchtowers and called up, hey, I'm looking for Zeratul. Do you know where he is? The guard laughed and yelled, no human cannot enter. I used my speed to get up to one of the towers and
Use the
stood
speed?
on the rail with only my toes on it and said, if you let us in, we won't kill you, okay? they just squeaked, "Yes!" And they let us in, and I learned how to use my Dark Templar powers. Now I can finally kill the goddamn fucking Overmind. Holy shit. First off, my voice is fucking dying. Oh my god. Second off, how the fuck is Season Bringer, like, actually, like, piloting this thing?
I don't fucking, bro, just forgot, I guess.
Dude is a giant-ass spaceship. Also, I do just want to check something.
Are you looking up?
Following
It's
story
StarCraft.
since the year... No, I wasn't checking that. He's been, we have followed this since the birth of Blade, right?
Hold on, I think so.
So, we can approximate how old he is based off how many training arcs he's done, right?
I suppose. Mind you, the hyperbolic time chamber doesn't age people. Do you?
I'm aware, but like there's been so many. I'm pulling up a calculator just so I don't lose track of the numbers.
I think I've done the math of this before. My family was killed by hunters when I was at least 2 months old. Yeah, so yeah, he's pretty much from his birth.
Okay, so we're just gonna count him at 0 at the start, right?
Yeah.
Because that is how that works. Like, notorious.
By the way, this whole chapter, this whole arc is basically about StarCraft.
Neato. Okay, hold up. Can you give me like 1 minute?
Go ahead. Do
okay, so you know how cool this guy is?
How cool?
Like you know, like how this guy is like the guy.
Yeah, he's that guy. He's the guy.
He is the guy. How old do you think he is, just based off like control-Fing the word years?
75.
Younger.
53.
A little bit younger.
48.
51.
Well, I mean, that's not that old. Master Chief is like 72.
Like, it's really not that old, but like, it's just so funny that it's like instead of this being like an edgy teenager or like an overly done like I know everything 20-year-old, this guy's like in his 50s.
Well, you've seen like the artist interpretations of the character, right?
Yeah,
it's spot on.
Wait, hold up, sorry, my dog's tearing up something. Dog is handled. Okay, we are so back. You ready?
It's me reading this one, right? It's time for my penance. It's not as long. Oh fuck.
Yeah.
Oh fuck. He stops using. Fuck. Oh, I think his enter key broke later. Okay.
Wait, what? Oh, I see it. I see it.
Oh no!
I'm so glad that's not mine.
Overmind complete. I tried to contact Kerrigan, but instead I saw a big ugly eye and I heard it say in a deep freaky voice that said, "I am finally complete now. I can control the swarm." I knew that voice. I said, "Shit, I'm too late. It is complete and Kerrigan is..." No, I failed to save Kerrigan from becoming a slave to the Overmind. Seasonbringer said,
Oh, it's alright. Well, we didn't know the Overmind grew that quickly.
I said, "Okay, let's think of a plan to kill the Overmind." Seasonbringer said,
Reinforcements?
That triggered something in my mind, and I said, "We need a..." We need a... We need an army of... I know he's talking about the movie antagonist, the alien guy. We need an army of predators to help us out. He like calls in the cast of To Catch a Predator.
Like Charles Manson. Sit down. Or Chris Hansen. Oh,
Chris Hansen's Chris Hansen uses a special ability to sit down where he summons every single child predator to fight for him.
He like collects them like Pokemon.
Okay. Seasonbringer yelled,
Are you crazy? The predators won't ally with a human.
I said, chill, Seasonbringer. I can tell them in an emergency and they will help. Also, according to the lore, technically I'm not a human at all, I'm a wolf. I'm actually a wolf Super Saiyan combo, so yeah.
I don't trust them.
Said Seasonbringer. Neither do I. But are you seeing me complaining? Seasonbringer said.
No, but we need an army of some sort.
Then Zeratul walked up to me and asked, what's going on? I answered, the Overmind is back and wants revenge on the Dark Templar. Zeratul said, okay, so it's back. I guess, yeah, we will help you, but our leader is gone. I said, I'll try to find your leader. Zeratul said, alright, I will assemble as many Dark Templar as I can help to fight. Okay, as I can to help fight. Then I get another transmission that had a bad connection. It was a very old friend named Takanuva! Yeah! Takanuva, the Toe of Light! He said, the Toa will help you fight, but we can't get to where you are. I asked the Dark Templar to build a warp gate, and I asked Takanuva to tell the Toa to build a warp gate and tried to open a portal from Sakura to Matanui, and it worked. All 7 Toa were on the planet Sakura, then the portal began to spit Zerglings out, and I yelled, shut the warp gate! And the portal faded away, stopping the Zerglings. After we killed the Zerglings, I told the Toa about the mission. The Toa understood the mission, but I needed backup just in case we were going to get overrun. Then I tried a different frequency to try and gain the Toa Metru to help fight, and the Toa Metru got there too. I told them the whole story, and they understood the mission. We then used a Proto shuttle to get to Char.
The slaughter of the Zerg.
After we landed, I made sure the landing site wasn't in the middle of the hive. But we weren't. We were about 3 miles away from the Zerg hive cluster. I said, we are outnumbered 50 against 2 billion. I told the Toa to stay near the shuttle, just in case we were going to get ourselves killed. I said to Seasonbringer, I go Super Saiyan Stage 2 while you go. Before I could finish, he went Super Saiyan. I was surprised and told him quietly, how'd you go Super Saiyan in such a short time? He answered, well, while you were in the hospital, I did some training, and I triggered something in me that made me transform. I said, okay, 2 Super Saiyans against 2 billion Zerg. Let's go show the Overmind who's boss. Ready, Seasonbringer? He said, yeah, let's go. We both charged in, energy blazing. There was no way the Overmind could know what was going on. We killed every goddamn Zerg that was guarding the Overmind. The only thing that was in our way was Kirigane. I told Seasonbringer, this is my duty, to either free her or kill her. I knocked her out and told Seasonbringer to get her as far away as you can. I then went Super Saiyan Stage 5. Then I said, it's time to die, you ugly son of a... Good goodness gracious. And with that, I used my Dark Templar powers, combined with my Super Saiyan powers, to perform my Wind Scar technique, to vaporize the goddamn fucking piece of shit Overmind. The blast vaporized the ugly son of a bleep, but the celebrities were left, so we both took care of them with ease. I finally decided to blow the fucking planet up. But Seasonbringer stopped me. It's a nice, pretty easy chapter.
Yeah, thanks for rubbing it in.
But no, I mean, like, just, like, in general, like, for everything else.
You see what's following that I have to read? Okay, well...
Yeah, have fun with the block.
The good news is that this... Okay, so remember how I mentioned his parents?
Yeah, who are dead but not.
That retcon that one mention of the parents that never happened.
Okay.
The Awakening of the Ice Emeralds. I actually had fun killing the Zerg. So did Seasonbringer. I later found out I'm a half-breed. No wonder I could smell more a mile away. I'm half Saiyan, half wolf, which makes me extremely dangerous if you got on my bad side. I find out I go into a frenzy by the taste of blood, which is one reason not to tick me off, because you will either see a Super Saiyan or a wolf who is in a frenzy. Some people try to get me scared by trying to threaten me, but that fails. When I go into my wolf form or go Super Saiyan, which scares the shit out of them because they are facing a ruthless killer who has just gone into a frenzy.
Real quick, since there's a break. I love this guy's just like thing of putting in like the most cliche lines in, like it is the coolest thing, and like they actually somehow make it kind of cool.
What do you mean?
Like I mean, like just like I'm half Saiyan, half wolf, which makes me extremely dangerous if you got on my bad side. Like fucking, you won't like me when I'm angry. Ah.
I kind of want to cosplay as Blade Vash.
Go for it.
That'd be so funny, bro. Maybe one day when I have a lot of money.
Who needs money? You can do it at home with like $10.
I have earned the code names, the Angel of Death, and the God of Destruction, because I truly deserve those names for the amount of kills in 2 months. Not even God and Saturn can stop me, which is kind of cool, not having to worry about getting punished by God because you can strike back at him. I just met a demon who petty killed everyone off when I wasn't alive. Seasonbringer is still keeping the seasons in balance as always. When I went to the Arctic, I felt a lot stronger than normal, like I was one with the ice, semicolon. I found a secret wolf pack hidden in an extinct volcano while I there. While I was there, I felt strange, like my body wanted to shatter, and a strange mark appeared on my face. I was going to ask what was going on, but right before I spoke, every one of them bowed down to me. I thought, what the fuck is going on here? I think the leader of the pack recognized the mark on my face. He said, "The Guardian has returned." I said, "What are you talking about? I have no connection here whatsoever." He said, "Come with me. I want to show you something." And I did. Before I knew it, we were in a huge chamber with a huge gem on a shrine. I was amazed yet curious about the gem. I asked, "What is that thing? And why is it so big?" He told me, "That is the Master Ice Emerald. Only the Guardian can touch it. Go ahead, touch it." I did. Then, when I did, I felt a lot of energy surging into me. Something came out of me, and from that, I blacked out. When I woke up, I was in a bed bandaged up. After that, I wanted to see why my hand was bandaged up. I took the bandages off and screamed, "Holy shit! What the fuck is this mark?" Everyone came in and saw that I had a golden bird mark on my hand. Later, the elder came in and was holding 7 small gems that I thought were pieces of the Master Ice Emerald. I apologized for shattering it, until he told me, These were hidden in your body, and these are the Ice Emeralds which allow you to go super." I said in confusion, "Super?" "Yes, super. It can make you even stronger than you are now." I said, "If I go super as a Super Saiyan, what will happen?" He said, "You might lose control of your body." I said sarcastically, "I've got to try it someday." He screamed, "You joke about the 8 dangers of the Ice Emeralds?" I said coolly, Hey, I laugh at the dangers. Do you know why? He shrugged, semicolon. I said, you haven't seen me go Super Saiyan stage 5 yet. And that's fun, because just a little wave of my hand can destroy half the planet. At that, he backed up a few feet from fear, I think. Or wanting me to show him.
Good God. Okay, you ready?
Yes.
Oh, we have an easy one. Haha.
You have
One
an easy
paragraph.
one.
Kekanu's revenge. Before I could show him, there was an explosion. Both the elder and I ran out of his den to see what was going on. And guess who we found? If you guess Kekanu, you're right. The ugly son of a bleep is back and very pissed off. I would be if that happened to me. I sensed he was a hell lot stronger from when I kicked his ass. I also smelled a lot of humans, which sucks. I remembered how I killed him before, and I went into Super Saiyan Stage 5 again and started to prepare to strike him with the Wind Scar. But I couldn't do it because something was holding me back, like an inner demon. The Elder screamed something to me that sounded like, "You can't kill him that way. Use the emeralds." I tried, but I couldn't. I yelled back, "How can I kill him if I can't use them?" Suddenly I remembered. I must do it in front of the Master Ice Emerald. Can we take, 2 minutes?
Yes.
I need to, take an allergy pill desperately.
Dude,
And so I took some water.
is this giving you allergies?
No, I am back home, and when I am home, my allergies go fucking berserk, and my Zyrtec is wearing off.
Your Zyrtec sounds like an antagonist from this story.
Zyrtec.
Zyrtec, you bastard! Kekanu's defeat again, and Blade's insanity. I of course I fuck. I of course couldn't resist to insult him. Slow think Kekanu, old bone and bogfoot. That made him come after me. When we reached the chamber that held the Master Ice Emerald, he almost hit it, but when he got close, it fried him. I had to try my luck again in touching it, and the Ice Emerald started to glow, and I felt my powers growing. I finally struck him, and my arm was right through his chest, and I was holding his heart. I had finally killed him. When I emerged from the chamber, my right arm was covered in blood, and I dragged his body behind me. The humans saw what a big mistake they made by trying to kill me. My hair is pure white, and my eyes were bluish-greenish, and my aura is silver. Seasonbringer sensed my transformation and came to see what happened. I swear he was shaking in major fear when he saw me. I yelled, "Who else wants to die? If you don't, too bad, so sad!"
This is what I'm talking about. This is what I'm talking about. He uses them so often and so earnestly, they kind of work.
That's so big! That's so big!
Okay.
And I killed all the humans in the area. I ran out of energy and went back to normal. When I looked up, there were bodies and blood everywhere. I asked, what happened? The elder told me the whole story of what happened. I realized I couldn't control myself when I was in that state. Later, I tried to transform, but I couldn't. I swore in frustration. Next thing I know, something landed on me.
Too bad. So sad.
Who else wants to die?
Wow.
If you don't, too bad, so sad.
So sad. Spin's arrival. When I got ready to kill whatever landed on me, I found a hedgehog about my size staring at me. I asked, "Who are you, and why are you my size?" He didn't respond. I asked again. He finally said, "Spin! Spin the hedgehog!" My mouth dropped wide open. I said, "Spin? You mean You're the one who helped me get out of that trap. Yep, that was me, I asked. How'd you get here? He said, a portal opened and I fell in, and now I'm here. I told him, I opened that portal by accident. When I transformed, my power probably caused a small tear in the time-space Wait, sorry, there's a comma here. Probably caused a small tear in the time. Space continue... Holy fuck, this is so butchered. One more time from the top. Okay, caused a small tear in the time, space, continuum. That caused you to arrive here in this time. Spin was amazed that I knew about the time, space, continuum. He asked, how do you know this? I replied. A little two-tailed fox told me. He said something under his breath that sounded like, Tails, you idiot! I told Spin I needed to know that to be able to go from a dimension to another without damaging the fabric of time. I told him in my I'm going to do something crazy tone of voice. I'm getting ready to give an enemy a little payback. He said, oh, not Dr. Eggman. I told him, I'm not after him, you idiot. I'm after the dark gods, because I was a slave to them. He said nothing. I sighed and said, will you help me discover the power of these emeralds? When I showed him, he was wondering how I got them. He agreed to help me, and I took him to the hyperbolic time chamber and spent 2 years in there. So he's 53 now. When we emerged, I knew how to use them. I decided to upgrade the ice emeralds, and I did. The ice emeralds are now super ice emeralds, which makes me go hyper. Like a fucking toddler with too much sugar. Just like bouncing up and down on the couch. Oh god. When I got the hang of going hyper, I decided to go Super Saiyan. When I did, he wasn't impressed, so I went Super Saiyan Stage 5, which scared him. I told him I'm going to try my luck and go hyper as a Super Saiyan Stage 5 in the hyperbolic time chamber. When I did, I trained a bit to know what kind of power I was dealing with. Every step I took created a crater, so I hovered when I left the time chamber. I told Spin I can't create the portal because with this power, I could destroy the fiber of time. I was ready to give chaos a whole new meaning of the word overkill, putting it lightly. While I was there, I discovered I have the destructive angel arm ability. I shot it once in the chamber, and damn, it's dangerous. To anyone in front and the one who was using it. I had to tell Seasonbringer what I was doing. He screamed, what? Are you nuts? You're challenging chaos alone? I said, yep, that right, alone. He was in disbelief that I would fight alone without him. He gave me that, can I come too? Look, which always makes me say yes. I did. He was excited and impatient to fight an extremely old enemy of mine. I told Spin to open the portal. He did. I told him to close the portal when I give the orders, and his response was, "Egg." Sorry. And his response, fuck. I told him to close the portal when I give the order, and his response was, "Thanks." I punched him for that. I finally went through the portal with Seasonbringer.
Confronting chaos for the final time. I said, location reached. Facing chaos. Battle routine set. Execute. Seasonbringer said,
Oh, I'm so sorry. This isn't Battle Network.
I said, let's just get started. When I pulled Tetsuga from its scarab, it didn't transform. I tried a different sword called Tetsume. Bro! That's your day one! And it did something I've never seen it do before. It transformed and glowed with an intense aura. The dark god sent hordes of demons at me, but when I slashed them with it, they got destroyed. I realized Tetsume is the Chaos Killer. With it, I went Super Saiyan Stage 6, and then I went Hyper, which scared me, for I don't know what's going to happen. When I used it, when I did the Eye of Terror wasn't damaged. I then did my Angel Arm in my ultimate form. The shot was devastating because I believe it almost destroyed the fucking Eye of Terror. I was helping the Imperial Guards and settling a score with Chaos for making me kill all those people when I didn't want to. Someone came out of the Eye of Terror. It was corrupted form, holding the Slayer of Souls, the Chaos Sword of a dark god. Oh wait, there's actually a chapter right here?
Yeah, I got you.
Final battle between light and dark.
I pulled Tetsume out and fought him in a one-on-one match to the death. I used the Wind Scar combined with my power to deliver a destructive slash which could destroy the universe. The blast did kill him for the 900th time and destroyed the Slayer of Souls, but I made sure he won't recover. So I used judgment and chose his fate. My decision was to send him to hell, and I did. I had to finish the destruction of the Eye of Terror. I made sure I did with Angel Arm, with the energy that was gathered from around the universe. It used my energy as well.
Destruction with an Eye of Chaos. I yelled, "This is it, Chaos! Your time is finally run out! Now die, you goddamn ugly motherfucker, son of a bleep, piece of shit! Oh yeah, go to hell, you ugly bleep!" I released the blast, aiming straight into the heart of the warp. Seasonbringer told me to flee before the blast detonates, semicolon. I told him, no, I will stay here to make sure it is truly gone. He fled to Pluto and watched the explosion. He sensed me before the blast detonated, and after the explosion he lost my signal and screamed.
Oh!
And he started crying.
Blade! Why'd you have to die? Why do you have to die? Like, how is this going to continue for 4 more parts if he's already dead? Like, we're not even done with part 2,
So you know how people talk about Dragon Ball very seriously?
Yeah.
No one dies in Dragon Ball.
Oh, really?
It's basically a cartoon. It started as a cartoon. And this story follows a very similar logic.
So, what are you saying?
Let's. I mean, it's your chapter to read.
Yeah, I can't believe he killed his main character off. The rebirth of Blade. 5 years later, he told everyone that I died in honor, trying to end a threat. Everyone came to my funerals. Seasonbringer was about to say his goodbye to me when I appeared right behind him. Everyone was either gasping in amazement or fear.
Wait, kid. Since you're reading Seasonbringer, I feel like it's only fair. Should I read Blade's lines?
Oh, is this if you want to, for this, yeah.
Yeah, I think I keep my eyes on the page.
So much, though, is the thing.
What?
Blade talks so much.
Listen, I'm honored to be. Listen, if they made a production of this, I want to voice or play Blade.
Hey, okay, you know what, man? Take it.
Okay.
It makes me fear. I gave the be quiet signal and said,
Whose funeral is this?
He said, it's Blade! He's dead! I said,
oh, really?
When I said that, he jumped up about 5 feet. When he turned around, I was standing right behind him and said,
It looks like you. It looks like you've just seen a ghost.
Because his face was shocked to see me. He screamed, punching me straight in the face. You asshole! You scared me half to death! I thought you were killed by the blast! I shrugged, and he asked, How'd you escape the blast? I told him.
Angel grabbed me before the blast hit and brought me up to heaven to tend my wounds from the battle against my corrupted self.
He didn't believe me until I pointed in the direction of a guy wearing a white cloak with a halo over his head. Seasonbringer gasped in amazement. I later told Seasonbringer I was given the job of the judge in heaven. Beautiful.
Everything is normal again. Life continued as normal, except when I had to do my job. As it goes for all of us, pal. Let's drink to that one.
Dude, drink to that one.
Which is both fun and boring. But hey, I don't care, as long as they can stay on Earth. I'm allowed to go to hell and do some sparring with my corrupted side. And do some pranks while I'm there. I sometimes go to where the Eye of Terror once was, and I sit on a planet close to it and remember the fight that made history. I visit the Emperor once in a while to hang out and teach the Space Marines some of my fighting skills. I visit Mat Nui and Metzer Nui. When I get there, I'm greeted happily by Toa and Matarin alike. They still have the warp gate they built, which is still functional. They use it to come to this world when they want to see me or just to have fun. I didn't know what's going to happen to me, but I don't like it. End of part 2.
Wow, that's a third of the story. And he's already the god of heaven. Not the god of heaven, the judge of heaven, my bad.
So, I mean, what compared to the first part, what do you think?
Like, I don't know. Because, like, the first part, dude, he killed Hitler.
The first part is just so strong. Like, every corner there's something new to see. There's something crazy.
No, this felt like, like, like when you're watching a bad movie, but they do, like, enough stuff decently enough that, like, it doesn't come off, like, as good because it's objectively a better movie, but it's less fun to watch.
Yeah.
Dude, it's got that.
I think it's like the first one is like the first part we're looking. It's like going to the most fun museum ever, where there's so much stuff, and then the second part it's a little bit weaker, but there's 2 or 3 like spots where it's like, wow, that's really cool. Like the line with I keep on forgetting the bar. How do I keep on forgetting the bar?
Too bad, so sad.
Yeah, but what does he say before that?
Hold on, I'm pulling it up. I was control-Fing.
Who else wants to die? If you don't, too bad, so sad.
So sad.
Like, you can't beat that. And, okay, it does bring back some characters, which you'll notice as we read. He forgets most of these dudes. But
dude, he writes them and this like tucks it away and to never see the light of day.
I actually don't remember Spin appearing again in this chapter. I actually forgot he appeared in this chapter.
Hey guys!
And
also, for the record, he's now 58.
Okay. I'm glad you're keeping track. I will say, I do. It's like, so this is where I brought them before the last part. There is the battle malaise of this man's writing, where it's just him fighting for like 3 paragraphs, and you start like entering this sort of like road hypnosis.
Yeah, dude, it's like fuck. I'm making sure I'm using this word right. Let me just like. Yeah, like you enter like a fugue state,
Yeah,
just like
yeah, a fugue state.
eyes glazed over.
And I want to let you know where that fugue state is the first third of the next part entirely. Like, it's the fugue state of part 3, the first third of part 3 hits you so fucking hard.
I'm so not excited for this.
But no, because it's brilliant. Because it puts you in this fugue state. And you don't know this, but you're walking into the slaughterhouse not knowing it. And it hits you. The funniest chapter in the entire story.